From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Well, happy Sunday morning to you. Before we get to the forecast, there's a lot of great events going on in the weeks to come here. I have some friends that are involved here in the GEM show here. It's going to be from October 7th and October 8th of this year. Of course, they do this every year. They've been doing it for many years, and in fact, it was years and years and years ago. I remember talking to one of the organizers of this event, saying that I went out and did a live shot. They fed me, and it was a good time. So, if you're into minerals, rocks and minerals, a GEM show, be sure to check it out. Free admission. Of course, you can, check out their website to find out more. But be sure to check that out. It's going to be 1 week from, starts 1 week from yesterday, and of course, go on into 1 week from today as well. So next Saturday and Sunday. All right, so here's the deal. We've got dry and mild conditions here for your Sunday. It's going to be a beautiful fall day, or as I like to say, a beautiful fall day. All right, that's what we have in store for us for today. But we are going to see a warming trend next week, and temperatures aren't going to feel so fall-like, as we're going to be looking at temperatures most likely getting into the 90s, I think, for some of the warmer spots here as we go into the middle and latter part of next week. But before we do that, we still have some cooler air in place. And that's why there is a frost advisory until 9 o'clock this morning. Temperatures could drop down to the low 30s, which could support the formation of frost. And that's going to include Trinity County, eastern portions of Humboldt County as well. But bottom line, this is going to be a cold start to the day, I think, for everyone. But for your Sunday, what we're seeing here is the area of low pressure that brought us to thunderstorms the last few days is now off to our east here for today. The counterclockwise rotation around that low will bring at least some clouds. I just don't anticipate any rain for the eastern mountains as we take you through this afternoon. And as we go into early next week, we even clear those skies out for the eastern mountains as well. We'll call it mainly sunny. There are going to be a couple of passing high clouds here and there, and then dry for all of next week. So the cooler air that's associated with that area of low pressure, it's in place. And that's why our temperatures are going to be absolutely gorgeous today. But we've got some warmer air off to our west. So this cooler air kicking back off into Canada, and then warmer air beginning to move in as this ridge of high pressure builds in for Wednesday, Thursday, even into Friday of next week. And this is when those highs could get back up into the low 90s for your daytime highs. All right, let's take a look at those wave heights, and there you can see as we take you through this afternoon, still looking at some fairly high wave heights between 9 and even upwards of 11 feet. And then for your Monday, they're trying to drop, so instead of say 9 to 11 feet, more like 7 to 8 feet. So they are dropping a little bit, but still fairly high. So here's your marine forecast. You see those winds from the north at 15 to 25 knots, your waves from the north at 10 feet at 10 seconds, your low tide 7:34 this morning, and your high tide at 2:01, that is, at, look at that, 8.1 feet. So there you can see, of course, no alerts, but just keep in mind that the seas are going to still be fairly high out there, just not as high as they have been. Temperatures today, again, beautiful all day. All right, you're talking about temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, 77 degrees for Redding, 76 degrees for Red Bluff, 77 for Chico, and 75 for Oroville. And for the mountains, 50s, 60s for your highs. How about 59 degrees for Aden, 62 degrees for Bernie, 60 for Mount Shasta City, low 60s for the coast, Hoopa about 75, and there's Garberville with a high of about 74 degrees for your daytime high. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day outlook, and no rain. Just temperatures actually increasing after today. So yeah, cool day today for Mount Shasta, but you're back up in the mid to upper 70s by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And that's pretty much the same trend here for Alturas, and not to mention Susanville. And for the valley, I'll probably be bumping up these temperatures for your daytime highs, especially by the time we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I think we can see some low 90s in there, 92, 93 degrees as a matter of fact. And that's going to be the case even for Red Bluff, and not to mention even Chico. So here's your 7-day outlook for the North Coast, and not to mention Trinity County. Temperatures also increasing. Even the coast seeing warmer temperatures could get close to 70 by Wednesday and Thursday. Inland will most likely be bumping those temperatures up as well into at least around 90 degrees. Mid to upper 80s most likely for Weaverville by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.